Can I be friends with my ex? Here's 3 questions you need the answer to before you decide. Hey folks, I am Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. I'm going to ask, if you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button. It should be right over in this ballpark. Tick the bell icon once you do that. That way you're notified whenever I upload new content. Would also like to ask you to give me a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment in the section down below. Also would ask you to check the description below the video. There are some free ebooks that I give away down there. But let's get into the content, okay? 3 questions you need the answer to before you decide to be friends with your ex. Now, this comes from a number of emails. It's a recurring theme that I get in some of these emails with the people that I'm working with. They want to be friends. And let's talk about being friends with an ex for a while, and I'll get into the 3 questions in a minute. Generally speaking, quite often whenever a relationship breaks up, one or the other party suggests, let's remain friends, let's stay friends. It's common, and a lot of people try and do it. And here's the dynamic to that. Generally speaking, the person that breaks up is usually, or that does the breaking up, is usually the one that suggests this. And again, understand, all people are different, all breakups are different, but this is just kind of a general guideline. And often they do that. They may feel guilty for breaking up with you. They may feel bad about it. Or they may feel like they still need you in their life. They just don't want you on the level you were. Staying friends allows them to still have that influence of you in their life, but at the same time, they can kind of wean themselves off of that, and they can kind of look for other options. And unless you want to be plan B, C, or D, you may want to consider that. On the other hand, the person that gets broken up with kind of has this attitude that, a little bit of something is better than nothing. And maybe they feel that somewhere along the line, they will be able to convince this person back to their true worth, and when they see what they're missing. And unfortunately, if you're still friends with them in here in their life, they're really not missing much because you're still there. And we do a lot of things for our ex because we love them and we want them back, and we're hoping that by being this great friend, and we go over and above and we laugh at jokes that aren't funny, and we promise them all kind of things, and we do things for them. We really do a lot of overkill to try and show them just how wonderful we are. And it's really counterproductive. So there are 3 questions that you need to ask yourself. You need the answer to. You need to ask these honestly before you can decide to be a friend with an ex. Question number 1 is, do I have an ulterior motive? And is this what I really want out of this relationship? And by an ulterior motive, and be honest with yourself, are you hanging in there because you really want to try and convince this person how great you are, and you want to try and build back the relationship from a friendship standpoint? And is this what you really want? Do you really just want a friendship with this person? Well, you probably don't. If you're trying to get the ex back, you probably don't. But you need to answer those questions honestly. You need to honestly figure out, do you have ulterior motives? I'm not saying don't do it if you do. It may not be a good idea. It's hard to maintain a friendship with someone that you have deep feelings for. And are you looking, to try and get what you want out of life? Because if a friendship is not what you want, you may have to just say, listen, I just can't do friends right now. Question 2, am I settling for something just so I can keep this person in my life? A lot of times we'll do that. We'll settle for a friendship as opposed to the romance that we had or that we want. Just to keep this person into your life and to allow them to still be a part of your life. So you still have that. You're not getting exactly what you want, but you're not losing them completely either. And the truth of the matter is, and I've been here, I've done it, folks, it is a very painful existence when you decide to do that, because you will do anything. Again, you will overkill this so that you can show them what a wonderful person you are, and meanwhile they're out doing their own thing and you're not hearing from them like you'd like to, and well, we're just friends, we don't have to talk every day kind of thing. And they start to slowly pull away. And as they do, quite often we tend to push even harder. And I've heard it referred to like a beach ball in the swimming pool. As you try to get that beach ball, you keep pushing it further and further away. So you have to be careful about that. And question number 3, and this is an important one. If you are considering being friends with your ex, you have to ask yourself, and you have to be honest, can I be a genuine, sincere friend to this person? Can I really be a friend without always thinking about how can I get this thing back on track? How can I make them love me again? How can I continue to do this? ask yourself this question: what happens when they start dating somebody, or if they start dating somebody else and they want to talk to their friend about their new boyfriend or their new girlfriend, and they want to talk to you about the problems they're having in the relationship, and here's also where the ulterior motives come in. Are you telling them, yeah, dump them, that's no good for you, you should dump them, that's not what you need and whatnot. Can you be a genuine, sincere friend to this person and really be there for them when they need you? And do you have no aspirations of getting back together? I tell people quite often, if you want to stay friends with somebody, usually that happens down the road, maybe a year or two down the road, when the feelings have died off and both of you have had maybe another relationship or two under your belt. Quite often then you can come back together as friends because you're not on each other's radar anymore, and maybe you're not interested in a relationship with them anymore. That's when a true friendship can begin. But there's nothing wrong if you have an ex that wants to remain friends and it's just too painful for you. There is nothing wrong, and I've had to do this myself. There's nothing wrong with looking at that person and say, listen, I appreciate it, but I care about you too much. I just cannot do friends right now. It's too painful to do friends right now. Not to say you wear your emotions on your sleeve, just say, listen, it's not good for me right now. Friends just doesn't work for me right now. Thank you for the offer, but I'll go another way. There's nothing wrong with that. You must protect your own mindset. You must protect your own emotional well-being first. And if you're trying to be somebody that you're not so you can stay a part of this person's life, that can be very painful. Now, I've told people before, and I continue to recommend it, if this is somebody that you truly want to get back with, you're better off not being friends. They need to experience that life without you, completely without you. So you're better off not being a friend to somebody you really want back. If you don't necessarily want them back, if it was kind of an amicable breakup, and you do kind of enjoy each other's company, and you're okay without the romance, without the sex, without whatever, you can try it. But again, if you get down the road and it's too hard, or you find that you have these motives underneath, and you're trying to push this thing in a certain direction, you can always walk away. You can always talk to them and say, listen, this just isn't what I need. This isn't what I want right now. You've got to take care of yourself first. Just remember that. Anyway, folks, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life. Write a better love story. Again, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment down below. That really helps me out. If there's something you want me to talk about, I'll be more than happy to do a video on that. So just wanted to touch base on that. And also, again, check the description down below. There's 2 free ebooks that I give away in there and some other recommended, as well as my personal email address. If you do have a relationship question you don't want to post in the public comments, please write me an email. So anyway, folks, have a great night. Thank you.